Me and the Jamaica Labour Party, firm and strong. I pray to God to give me the energy we need to keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, Labour Rights. Stand up for justice. Labour Rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, no bother for stone, no bother fight. We did a for the labor right. No, shake the boat because a woman will like. We did a for the labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did a for the labor right. The way me love shower in a green, me baptized. We did a for the labor right. Right now, me nah worry about visa. Cause we have one of the greatest leader. Me nah run way, go a foreign like triple X and got beef gravel leg out a freezer. Bout ya fit on green like Tracina. I will say no waste freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see Center, my servant center. Chino, St. James parameter. Our doctors in a fi use garbage bag. Yo, does you go like you no member? Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PNP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good morning, Libra Roots, and good morning to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Labourite alive. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Yes, lifestyle politics, they mashed you up last night. So last night, we had a whole live plan, guys, and YouTube was down for many thousands of YouTubers last night. You know, it didn't come back until like 2 hours after we were meant to finish. So, you know, I couldn't bother come on, I did tired. See? So I went to bed, my people. But yeah, YouTube mashed you up last night. So we got a few things this morning. Primarily, we're going to talk about the train system in Jamaica. I know we have mentioned it over several live, but we're going to go into details about it this morning. Alongside that, we have a few updates. We got one from the MOF, Ministry of Finance, and we got, I believe, 2 others from the Prime Minister and another person. See? And then we're going to get into the new train system that is emerging in Jamaica. See? And guys, look out for it. You guys will be able to invest in it as well. Invest in our country. See? Let's roll out the morning shout outs. So Michelle Thousand, good morning. Good morning to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good morning, mommy. Jacqueline Chambers, good morning. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. Larry, big up yourself. Elaine McClarity, good morning. Big up yourself. Lisa, good morning. Yourself. PB, good morning. Big up yourself. Nemad. Ina Brown, big up yourself. Elaine Mackenzie, big up. Jocelyn, big up yourself. Melody, big up yourself. Good morning. Darret, big up yourself. Lifestyle Politics, big up yourself. Jai McNeil, big up. Craig, big up yourself. Arlene, big up yourself. Verona, big up. Guardia, big up. Kathleen, big up yourself. Eloni, big up yourself. Jacqueline Thomas, big up yourself. Joy Drummond, big up. Anita Earlfoot, big up yourself. Lisa Hall, big up. Auntie Sharon Talk TV, big up. Howard Hall, big up yourself. Guys, when you not like up your live, remember say like live, promote the live, you know. See, so we numbers them are dwindle because when you not promote the live, when you have to like the live and make people know say, yo, the live are hot, you go watch it. That is what liking the live do. It promotes the live, my people. See? So visual check, audio check before we move any further. Can you guys see me and can you guys hear me, my people? Are you seeing me clearly? Tell me what I go on. Let me just cue one of the videos. So you guys can see Ruel Reid in the thumbnail, right? That is Ruel Reid you're seeing in the thumbnail when you see the live. Now I got a news bulletin. I'm going to play it for us and then I will give my commentary after. So that is the first order of the day, my people. See, so listen to this.
The Crown has outlined what it describes as a wide-ranging scheme to allegedly defraud the government of more than $25 million. Lead prosecutor Ashtel Steele told the court the alleged conspiracy took place between 2016 and 2019. Among the key allegations are that a domestic helper who worked at the Reid's family home was unknowingly placed on the Education Ministry's payroll. The prosecution alleged Ruel Reid, along with his wife Sharon and daughter Cheryl, arranged for the helper to be paid by the ministry. They reportedly helped her open a bank account and kept her ATM card to access the funds. Prosecutors say this was part of a larger operation involving Reid, Pinnock, and Jamaica Labour Party councillor Kim Brown Lawrence. Brown Lawrence is alleged to have conspired with others to divert public money from both the Education Ministry and the CMU. The Crown says it intends to show that some individuals were paid by the CMU for work they never performed and that false invoices and vouchers were generated to facilitate the payments. Professor Pinnock is accused of authorizing the fraudulent documents, while Brown Lawrence is alleged to have received money she knew or should have known was obtained illegally. The Crown told the court that it intends to rely on banking records, text messages, and testimony to trace the flow of funds into accounts controlled by the accused. Prosecutors plan to call 92 witnesses during the trial. All 5 accused are facing several counts, including breaches of the Corruption Prevention Act, conspiracy to defraud, misconduct in public office, and breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act. Robeanne Williams for Nationwide News.
So, big up Robeanne from Nationwide News for the audio. Now, I am one for the judicial process. I back that wholeheartedly. And I still stand by us waiting to see the end of the result. But if, and I want to put this on record, so you know, say, me not like thief and criminal. Since I want to put this on record as one of the more prominent bloggers representing the Jamaica Labour Party. I want to put on record that if it is found at the end of this process that these persons have put their hands in the Jamaican people kitty, we must punish them severely. I believe that. We must send a message to the rest that if you trouble taxpayer money, you must pay the price. See? No, I am not saying that Ruel Reid is guilty. But if this audio is to go by, you know, especially the bit about his helper, it does not sound good. You know, and if it is found at the end of this process that he has mismanaged, scratch that. If it has found at the end of this that Ruel Reid have thief from the Jamaican people. See how them for the lock up Rotten Mango, and lock up Triple X, and lock up all the PNP thief them. No for PNP thief then get way. And on record till this day, it has only been one Jamaica Labour Party politician that has ever been to prison for theft. One. Many have stolen, many PNP have stolen, and not one of them has ever faced the courts. Today, we are seeing another Jamaica Labour Party representative facing the court for stealing. And if it is so, at the end of this process, he must be dealt with severely. Let me just roll out some shout out before we move to the next video. Where did I stop? Anita Earlford, good morning. Tanya, good morning. A. Hutchinson, good morning. Victor, big up yourself, my boss. Daniel, say love from Nigeria, big up yourself. Daniel. Caroline, big up yourself. DG, big up. Bertie, big up yourself. Joan, big up yourself. Marcia, big up yourself. Ewan, big up yourself. See? And Janet Green, big up yourself. Good morning. Now, I'm a Labour, right? True and true. If you cut me, my blood is green. See, big up yourself in an iron. But I do not back slackness, none at all. And where I find it, it must be dealt with. And the punishment should be severe. And I am going to tell you guys now that I believe Richard Hassan was mixed up in corruption. And today, Richard Hassan is sitting in our House of Parliament. Isaac Buchanan, who 2-time convicted, is now sitting in our House of Parliament. We cannot allow it to go any further. And if real Reid is found to be, a wrong one, the government must put in place to start barring persons like these from entering representative politics ever again. Wherever you're found embroiled in corruption, if you mix up in a corruption, if you have been charged with any kind of wrongdoing, we must set a standard in our country now that we cannot allow these persons to come back anywhere near power. See? We cannot go the road and lock up people for thief, and lock up people for kill, and lock up people for gun, and it is sitting in our face and we not do nothing about it. That is not right. See? So, big up our government. They are trying everything that they possibly can to get rid of this corruption business. And the court system have to work. See, before the government can intervene, the court system must work. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter. I got an update for the car users in Jamaica. Now, the Prime Minister had said in his campaign speech during the election that, he said it in the budget that persons will be able to license their cars for longer. Now, the government is moving to a completely electronic system. So you see the sticker that we put by your car, if you see your car tax, or your car license for 1 year, month, that is no more, my people. See? So listen to this.
Ms. Horton, thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for having me.
Firstly, tell us about the electronic vehicle registration system, and does it benefit both private and public passenger motor vehicle operators?
So just to give you some context in this, it's the electronic motor vehicle registration system. This is something that has recently been introduced, as a matter of fact, July 21 to be exact. With this change, you will no longer get a sticker. You're used to having, you see some people with the stickers all around their cars.
That's right.
So there is no more sticker, no more printed certificate.
Good morning, Pamela.
When you do your transaction at the tax office or if you do online. Also, with the introduction, you have additional period now that you can register your motor vehicle for. Previously, you could register for 6 months or 12 months. You now have an additional option of registering for 24 months. So those are the basic changes that have been introduced as of July 21. But with this change, with the electronic motor vehicle registration, and just to clarify that it is how you will now get your registration certificate, meaning that if you go in office, you will not be getting a sticker or a motor vehicle registration. Similarly, if you do it online, for persons who have the option of doing it online, then you no longer have to go into office to pick up the document, because we
Hi.
Yeah, so That, my people. You can register your vehicle online now for up to 2 years and you don't have to put a sticker on it anymore. I believe the year 2015 or 2016, possibly 2017, we did away with it here in Britain as well. I did miss my sticker on my car. I don't know. Me did feel the way there, but after a while I get over it, I get used to it. You know. So we did away with that in Britain somewhere between 2015 to 17. I can't remember exactly. You know, and Jamaica is following suit. Now saying that to say this, that no sticker will be on your car. The police is rolling out automatic number plate and readers, see, ANPR cameras, see. So those will be on police cars, and police will also have things that they can check. So as your car go by, you know, say a camera there on top of the police car, scan your car, scan your number plate, and your number plate will come back, say, yeah, this car is registered to John Brown. It is insured at Sagicor or Scotiabank, and it is taxed for 2 years. What they need to add to it is fitness. We need to start policing fitness of vehicle in Jamaica. We need to ask drivers to check their tires, check their brake discs. All of these things are very important to the stopping of the motor vehicle. See? And we must add that. We must add fitness to it. Make certain your indicator lights are working. Make certain your four-way flashers are working. Make certain your headlamps are working. Side lights are working. Brake lights are working. Parking lights are working. You know, make certain there's no crack in the windshield. All of these things, we need to start police these things more. All of this is a part of road safety. See? If they catch you in England with one ball tire for your car, you might as well sell a car because it's fine hot. See? We need to start police these things. All of these things will contribute because as we start to build out our roads now and our infrastructure in Jamaica, and the roads are going to get better, people are going to drive even faster now because we already know a rule. See? So we need to start put these things in place and make certain, say, you know, when the police read your vehicle, you know, if you ask for witness paperwork, it is in the system also, along with your insurance, your address. We need to sort out a postal code system in Jamaica as well. We need a postal code system. So every single door number has a unique postal code, or a whole street have a unique postal code. See? So when you get sent a letter, you know, go to your neighbor because your neighbor have a first house on the road, and them say this so the address start. Everybody have a unique, you have 1, 2, 3 to 100, and you have a postcode. So one, say for example, 1 Ricketts Avenue, and the postcode is Westmoreland something 10, for example. See? Just like in Canada, yes. Just like in the United States, and just like in the UK. See? So we need to build out that will help with sat navigation, will help with sat navigation as well. And people will be able to find you wherever you are easily. See? Now listen to this, my people. We have some information for small businesses as well. So if you have a shop that is classed as a small business, if you have a medium-sized business, so you have one retail, you have one shop where I sell ice cream to other ice cream shops. Say, for example, a Creamo. Say Creamo sell ice cream wholesale. See? Or say you have a seasoning shop and you want to open up another seasoning shop. That is a small business. You can get help with the government with that because you'll be employing persons and the government is welcoming that. That is growing the pie. That will make the economy grow, my people. So listen to this.
Hi, this is David Lowe from the Development Bank of Jamaica, and we're here today to share with you 3 important wins that we believe we've accomplished on behalf of MSMEs in Jamaica. The first is the allocation of $2 billion made possible through the Ministry of Finance, where we are providing financing to qualified members of the MSME community to have access to affordable funding and eligible.
When you say qualified now, we're going now our next part now. So nobody feel like say, through your up me shop, you're entitled to the money there. You have to open the shop. You have to get a VAT number, register your shop. Most people, especially ghetto people, don't want to do anything there because when they hear register, they hear me have to go pay tax. And me don't want to pay tax. So it is important to register your business, get all your documents and your paperwork so you can go to them. Say, here is my tax registration. I'm a small business, whatever, and they will sort out the money for you so you can grow. See, a lot of persons have ambition. See, I know friends that me left a Jamaica sell down a market. Though they have built house, some of them have bought vehicles and still doing their thing, but none of them can come together. And big up my brethren Chocho. Me and Chocho go to school down a Savlamar. Chocho have 2 Caesar shop. See, you know, time I go to Chocho shop, Chocho now take off no half a bill, you know. But we don't want nothing half a bill still. We are support with brethren. See, so big up Chocho down there in the market in Savlamar. See, so Chocho is a businessman. Chocho has gone now from one seasoning shop and open up a next seasoning shop. And that is a good thing, you know. He's a boy we have a whole heap of potential. You know, remember when he come to school, not even lunch money he have. And he make something of himself. He never got to take up no crime and no violence. So big up Chocho every time. See? There is help out there for small businesses, my people. And if you and a couple of your friends them can come together and say, everybody throw them 300,000. Or forget that. And everybody at 300,000. So for example, you throw a little partner, you get 100,000. And you can scrounge up 150,000 money. And 3 of you can jump in 150,000 each. You can go find somewhere rent, stock up one shop, you know, and you can approach the government, but make certain you get a tax number, VAT number. See? So help is out there for us, my people. The government is trying everything to kickstart the economy. Big up in a K. Father that night, big up yourself. Good morning.
Of very important sectors. The second is also another important initiative that we've been able to accomplish, and this is with the French Development Bank. We've not only been able to accommodate a $5 million loan aimed at MSMEs, but we've also been able to accommodate 400,000 euros earmarked to capacity building to support a couple of very key initiatives in making them available for competitiveness and also standards. The third has to do with our recent signing with the EU LAC program, and that program is designed to connect Jamaican innovators to local corporate entities and also international corporate entities to solve real-world problems. With these three in combination, we really look forward to making a real impact on supporting our important MSMEs in Jamaica.
So, government is placing funding on the table for you. So you just need to go sort out the thing. If you want to look here, just a shop, or you take on one look apprentice, you need some money for help buy one extra chair, make one other look station, buy some material. I mean some products if you do here, you know, or whatever, our nails, or whatever the shop is, you know, you can approach the government with a business plan. Make certain say you register. Is important that you find a name for your business and register it. Because government need that for say, here is a business, the business name so and so, and that is another business that open in Jamaica. So we are growing our business stock. See, we can continue to be workless and careless like the PNP them. We cost 44,000 businesses to close down in Jamaica. See, some big name we lose under the PNP. Thermoplastic, that was a massive company. We lost under the PNP. We lost all of the free zones. You know, we lost businesses that was in Jamaica for 150 years under the PNP in the 90s. You know, those businesses had to shut their doors. I know Cremo is still around, but Cremo barely made it out. Goodyear as well. Goodyear is a US company, but it has been in Jamaica since the dawn of time, since it created, and it was there. We lost Also in the 90s, we lost the thing that we talked about yesterday, the cement factory, Carib Cement. We lost that as well, the PNP, Papi down, and then sell it. See? We lost a lot of things in Jamaica. Hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans lost their jobs during the 90s under the PNP. And they are just coming back now. 30 odd years later, almost 40 years, we are just getting them back now. Now, I believe we have a clip of the Prime Minister. Hold on. I think we have not a long clip, but something that the Prime Minister was saying about tourism. Yeah, here it is. He was talking about beach. Listen to this.
Access to it. Every Jamaican must have access to its beaches. That cannot be denied. This development will also be partnering with the TEF to ensure that there is a properly developed beach, adequate in size and service for the public in this area.
So, the government for the last 2 years have been working on a policy. You know, it's an act that will give all Jamaicans access to beach, which we have already, but, you know, they want it in writing. So, the government is moving to do that. Also, just so Jamaicans don't complain that tourists are getting beach and hotel are getting beach, the government is building beach parks. One has already opened, the Harmony Beach Park. The government is building 10 more across the island. See? Adequate enough space. I've been to Harmony Beach Park, lovely beach park. Really nice over there. And, you know, the government is building one in Negril as well. So if you know about Negril, you know, so when you just enter the boulevard, heading up the beach, as you enter there, you bust the left into the beach park, and you have a park also on the right hand side. That is a lot of land there to build a Harmony park size beach park down there in Negril. So they'll be developing that in Negril as well. Ian Hills is going to try and take credit for that. We know that already, because we know him a thief and a liar and an ambition. See? So the government will build one in Negril as well. One in Portland. So the one in Portland that Shaka Fame them say government and my rivers they sell the beach to private developer. Nothing like that. It is the government that is building a beach park like the Harmony Beach Park down there up there in eastern Portland. See? So yes, Jamaicans will get access to their beach. And you know, all I argument can't done now. See? Hotel are still did it because it seems as if the PNP then want if you tear down the hotel them so people can go get the beach them. See? But we know why they really want to do that. So for them friend them can go at the beach them, go collect and you know and fill their pockets. Right now me even here say down at Westmoreland say PNP down there run one river. Down there. A river is a government resource and a river should be free to the public. But me here say them a collect for go on a certain river down at Westmoreland. See? Investigations is following, my people. Anyway, let's get into the meat of the matter why we are here. So, we have talked about Jamaica rebuilding its railways. We have not talked about it in great details. Normally we would not talk about a subject and it will pop up in that subject. So today we are giving it its own program to the people. So listen to this.
Redefine a nation. What if one project could redefine a nation? Not just by laying down tracks, but by rewriting its economic future and reconnecting its cultural soul. This isn't a hypothetical. In Jamaica, it's a massive nation-building reality.
Also, don't take my word for it. If you don't believe me, go in a JIS or type in a Google, Jamaica Modernized Train System. Just put in that, press send, and you will see the information pop up. So you don't have to take my word for it. See, let's go.
Taking shape in steel and concrete. The island nation is pouring immense resources and political will into a railway rebirth of historic proportions. It's a high-stakes national gamble, a huge effort to build a futuristic transit ecosystem on the bones of a colonial relic. This project is designed to connect its people, transform its economy, and build a future the world will be watching. This is the story of a railway revival that is so much more than just a train. To understand where Jamaica is going, you first have to understand the arteries that once gave it life and why they failed. Picture this. It's 1845. The steam locomotive is still a revolutionary piece of technology. Yet on this small Caribbean island, a new railway is being inaugurated. While not the first in the hemisphere, it was a remarkable achievement, making Jamaica the first British colony outside of North America to establish a railway. The Kingston to Spanish Town line wasn't just a novelty. It was a lifeline. For nearly 150 years, Jamaica's railway was the backbone of the nation. It moved sugar, bauxite, and bananas from the rural heartlands to bustling ports. It carried generations of Jamaicans, workers, students, families.
Yes, Jacqueline, thank you. Guys, we have to like up a live. And get me to 100 thumbs up, please. I'm not sure if it is a vertical live or a horizontal live this morning. However, if it is a vertical live, hit the 3 dots in the right-hand corner of the screen. Hit the thumbs up button. By hitting the thumbs up button, it helps to promote the live so others can see the live, that the live is going on. So liking the live is actually promoting it, my people. See, also, if you are not yet a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. See? And telling a friend to tell a friend that we deal with factual information. No mix up no via, you know, so sometimes it will get boring. Right? But we are talking about good things that is happening for our nation, things that top medias are not showing. Yesterday we saw that the Observer is merging with the Gleaner. So, you know, the Observer, we no longer have any news outlets in Jamaica that will, you know, side with the government. So we, the bloggers, we have to fill that gap now. See? Because Gleaner will team up with Observer, and we know that the Gleaner has a vendetta against this government, and they're trying to tear down this government. See? So, we don't know, but we have to continue the fight, my people. So a fight is coming over the next 5 years when that happens. So they both parties, both Gleaner and Observer will be running against the government. No matter how much good thing they see go on, try to tear down the government nonetheless. Silbert, big up yourself. Darrow, big up yourself. Paula Brown, big up. PMP closed down the railway as well. Yes, they did. We continue to listen.
Weaving the separate parishes into a single connected nation. This railway was a symbol of pride, a testament to Jamaica's pioneering spirit. Historic stations like the one built in Kingston in 1845 weren't just transit points. They were grand social hubs, monuments to an age of ambition. But then the progress stopped. The hum of the diesel engines faded. In October 1992, after years of financial decline and mounting operational costs, public passenger service.
That's true, Dorrit. That's true. But PNP that is here, I don't like up live too. I don't like to come here. I'm excited to subscribe to. I don't like to come here and watch and hear me and cuss. See, so no can cuss me in a silence. See, but it is a program for all of us as Jamaicans. You will get proper information here. See, and where I get my sources from: Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Health, ODPM, Wellness Personal, IG. That is where I get my stuff from, actual government agencies. See? So I don't need to come here and make up no story like a PNP them. And then I remember what they didn't tell her last time, so they say something else. No, we are going through every ministry one by one and saying what they are doing for the Jamaican people. See?
Was officially shut down. The trains, once symbols of connection, were parked. The tracks, once arteries of commerce, fell silent. Stations that once echoed with daily life were abandoned, left to crumble and be reclaimed by nature. For over 3 decades, the railway became a ghost. The silence created a vacuum, and that vacuum was filled with cars, buses, and trucks. Today, the legacy of that 1992 closure is felt most in the crippling traffic that chokes Jamaica's urban centers, particularly the Kingston metropolitan area. The commute from satellite towns like Portmore and Spanish Town into the capital has become a daily battle against gridlock. Countless hours of productivity are lost, fuel costs are immense, and the environmental toll from vehicles idling in traffic is staggering. The problem extends beyond the daily commute. For farmers, getting produce to markets or ports is an expensive nightmare. For citizens in remote towns, access to jobs, education, and healthcare is hampered by costly road transport. Brief attempts to revive small sections of the line came and went, including a short-lived passenger service in 2011 that shut down just a year later. The dream of the railway...
So, Bruce Golding had started to work on the rail lines when Andrew Holness took over. Andrew Holness did not stop it. Everybody know Andrew Holness is a forward-thinking Prime Minister. However, prematurely called the election because he was, young politically. Portia Simpson Miller won that election, and Portia Simpson Miller discontinued the railway. Money was also set aside to buy school buses that we just buy for the children. You remember that? That money was also used to do something else. So they didn't bother getting the school bus for the children. So we would have had school bus for the kids from 2012, right? That was a labor right initiative, and because it was a labor right initiative, they decided that they weren't gonna go with it. So they discontinued that. Not only that, Bruce Golding had completely removed auxiliary fees and school fees in 2009. See? And as Simpson Miller came back to power, they discontinued that. School started collecting auxiliary and school fees again. Something else they took back as well. That was there. Can't remember. See? Anytime I remember, me tell you. But 4 things I am certain of. They discontinued when they came back to power right away. They discontinued it. See?
The dream of the railway seemed destined to remain a nostalgic memory. But this isn't where the story ends. This is where it begins again. Faced with the transport crisis, Jamaica decided to look to its past to forge its future. This isn't just about restarting a few old...
Yes, hospital fees. Bruce Golding had taken away half hospital fees, and the PNP put that back same time as they come back as well. So, tell me, how is the PNP for the poor? Didn't know, so when the PNP was farmed for the rich in society, and it is the Labour Party that was farmed for the Labour, for the working man.
It's a complete reimagining of national infrastructure. The Jamaican government, along with private and international investors, is orchestrating a grand revival, backed by an investment projected to be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. This isn't a single project, but a multi-phase national strategy led by the Jamaica Railway Corporation, JRC, the government body that has been the custodian of the nation's rail legacy. The vision is to create a modern, integrated transit ecosystem that will serve as the new spine of the country.
No, Patrick, I never ride on the train in Jamaica yet. I one time I go to Maypen, and I drive over one chain track, and I see it on the ground when the bus go over it. That's the closest I come to. Whenever I drive on the road train in Jamaica, foreign I come drive train. I ride on train, anything you want to call it. See?
Backstory began quietly, but with purpose. In 2022, a pilot program was launched, reintroducing a commuter line for students between Old Harbor, Linstead, and Spanish Town in the parish of St. Catherine. This wasn't a grand opening, but a crucial test. It proved 2 things. The mechanics were feasible, and more importantly,
mountain map this. It does not matter much for the bus. All if I did $1 million US for one of them. We, the taxpayer of Jamaica, will finance it for the safety of our children. So all our complaints say this for one, and that for one, and this for that, and that for this. We don't care. We still voted back for the Jamaica Labour Party because what they did is a good thing. Our safety and our children's safety is paramount. If I did $1 billion US for one, we would have paid. So all of who we are complaining say this for that and that for that to no kiss my government rear end. End of story.
the demand was overwhelming. The sight of trains once again safely carrying passengers was the spark that reignited the national imagination. Now, the project is moving into high gear. Phase 1 focuses on reviving the most vital commuter corridors. The line connecting Old Harbor to Linstead and the main artery running from Kingston to Spanish Town, with a crucial spur line planned for Portmore, Jamaica's largest commuter town. This move is a direct assault on the island's worst traffic congestion, promising to take thousands of cars off the road. Beyond that, the roadmap is clear. Future phases, financed through public-private partnerships, will push the railway westward, expanding service coverage. The full transformative vision includes expanding the network into lucrative tourism routes, dedicated agricultural freight corridors, and industrial zones. This revival is being built on strategic...
So the government is strategically building the highways, my people. So they're building the highways strategically so they don't have to dig tunnels and dig through hillsides anymore to disrupt the environment to build the train lines. So the new train lines that will be added to the ones that are already being revived, see, those will go alongside the new highways, my people. I believe they should build one from Moran Point to Negril Point, and then it should be spine off into every other parish in Jamaica. So it should be one other. Right now, there is none nowhere near Westmoreland that side, Hanover that side. There's nothing right now. But we know it will be added later on. Maybe some of we not gonna live to see it, but something is going on. The progress is happening, you know, and we're glad to see it happening in our country, my people. Westmoreland people, they're not supposed to forget nothing anyway. They don't vote for nothing. So, you know, anyway, we'll continue to listen.
This revival is being built on strategic partnerships. The US-based Herzog International has been a key partner, bringing decades of construction and operational expertise. The government is also in talks with other entities, like the World Bank, to secure grant funding for feasibility studies and to explore various avenues for investment to bring the full vision to life. This isn't just about importing a solution. It's about building a self-sustaining Jamaican industry. Having a railway after 3 decades of neglect is a monumental undertaking. A massive engineering challenge that goes far beyond clearing overgrown tracks. We're talking about the complete rehabilitation of over a year with 200 kilometers of rail lines. The process starts with the ground the tracks sit on. Decades of disuse have compromised the track bed, so engineers are assessing it section by section to ensure it's stable enough for modern, faster trains. Then there's the hardware. The original steel rails, some of which are remnants of a bygone era, must be inspected and often completely replaced. This involves tearing out the old tracks and installing new continuous welded rail, which provides a smoother, safer ride and requires less maintenance. Perhaps the most daunting challenge is the network's bridges and tunnels. The original railway was renowned for its engineering, navigating the island's rugged terrain. Each of these historic structures is a potential point of failure. Structural engineers are conducting exhaustive assessments on every bridge, testing for fatigue and erosion. Tunnels need to be surveyed for stability and cleared of debris.
So let me just tell all the people them we are send abusive messages. I can't see them, and my moderator alone can't see it. So my moderator see it, we will get blocked. See? Only when you send something where not so, you know, YouTube deem to not be so bad, then we make me see it. But all of who we are complaining, I'm dunce, I'm stupid, I'm this and that, and I'm not hear say nothing. See? And like me say, if you don't want to go check it out, it is on all government websites, my people. See? You can go and just type in a Google, Jamaica new railway system. Just press send and go give you all of the links them and click on the JIS one. When you see the JIS one, more than likely that will be the most factual one. See? So you click on that one and you read it. That is a government run information service. It is them that is running it. And you find all who is involved, all of the public people that is involved, all of the private persons that is involved. So you don't have to come here and say, me stupid, I'm a dunce, I'm a this, I'm a that. Yes, we hear that bloody blue. Funo government did so bright, yet they're not in a government. Funo government did so bright, yet they wreck the country. Funo government did so bright, the country fall off a cliff financially. See? And sit down, uno big, uno workless, uno mama workless, uno papa workless, uno grandpapa workless, uno grandmama workless, and uno pitney them a got on workless because uno no ambition. It's plain and simple as that, my people. Today, Jamaica, us, the laborers, we got ambition and we not decide if it's dead poor and dead workless like some on the PNP. So, we want to see the upliftment and the rebirth and the rebuilding of our country. See? It's plain and simple as that. Yes, and they should get the trains from China. I believe they will get it from there. See? China have the best train them right now.
And this revival isn't about putting museum pieces back on the tracks. The Jamaica Railway Corporation is in the process of acquiring new, modern trains and refurbishing the most viable parts of its existing fleet. This includes upgrading the JRC's primary workshop in Kingston into a state-of-the-art maintenance facility. But the most futuristic part isn't the trains themselves. It's the ecosystem being built around them. The goal isn't just to have trains run on a schedule. It's to create a fully integrated transit system. A key part of the plan is a smart ticketing system, likely a reloadable card or mobile app that would allow for seamless transfers between trains, buses.
So the government is already piloting that part of the system as well. And you'll be able to use your bank card to pay as well, contactless bank card. So that part is already being tested. So when they open up the underground stations and they open up the train stations, you'll be able to just take out your bank card and just tap it on the thing, contactless, pay for your ticket, and you're gone through. See? PNP and ambition. That's why somebody PNP man and woman give them bun card in a like work, and next man have to give them woman things. On an ambition and I lift up right in front of me from a spring through the phone and bite out one on the neck ching. Excuse me. We're listening to our government progress. Thank you very much.
And local taxis. Imagine tapping on at a train station in Spanish Town, riding the rails into Kingston, and then tapping onto a bus, all with a single payment. This is the model used in world-class cities, and it's the blueprint for Jamaica's future. The true impact of this railway rebirth won't be measured in kilometers of track. It will be measured in the profound transformation of Jamaican society and its economy. Let's start with the most immediate economic impact: freight. For decades, Jamaica's heavy industries, particularly bauxite, have relied on limited rail lines. The revival is set to supercharge this. A freight-first strategy is already in motion. The JRC has signed a 15-year partnership to transport heavy building materials like limestone and gravel. This move is projected to shift a massive amount of material off the roads annually. This freight model is ingenious. It creates a stable revenue that can be reinvested into expanding the passenger network, creating a financially resilient system. For the agricultural sector, the railway is a lifeline. A farmer in a rural parish will soon be able to load their produce onto a freight train and have it in Kingston's markets.
So, PNP, they upset because Andrew Holness continue to work and my build up the country and the more Jamaicans see it. Even some of them I go switch to by the next election. The more people realize say, this a go on, them go start love Andrew and start switch. Because as much as people say they love Michael Manley, I dare one PNP to come and show me Michael Manley in a picture, in a video. Just go in the archives and look in the archives. Go in a JDC archives, or when you switch over to TVJ, go in the archives and look if you don't see one video with Michael Manley a turn. You know the big something where they use to turn on water when they give one place water. When you look if you don't find one of that with Michael Manley. In a 10 years that Michael Manley was Prime Minister of Jamaica. Eh? Not even that Michael Manley no do. And then say Michael Manley a best. Because you have no ambition PNP. You have a dirty nigga. I'm going to stop telling you. You move right in front of me and go.
Or at shipping ports in a fraction of the time and cost. This will boost rural economies and strengthen the nation's food security. Then there's the impact on tourism. The revival includes plans for dedicated, high-end tourist routes. One of the most anticipated is a line connecting the tourism hub of Montego Bay with the iconic Appleton Estate. Modeled after ventures like California's Napa Valley Wine Train, this service offers a luxurious, scenic way to experience the island's interior. By connecting cruise ports to inland attractions, the railway will spread tourism revenue more widely across the country. And what about the human impact? For the hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans commuting into Kingston, the railway will be life-changing, offering a safer, more affordable, and reliable alternative to gridlock. The project is also a significant job creator, with hundreds of jobs expected in construction and operations and more to follow in industries that will spring up around the new stations. This isn't just speculation. Private companies are already planning to build their own passenger platforms to get workers to job sites by train. This is a story of reconnection. The railway will stitch the social fabric of Jamaica back together, linking rural communities with urban centers and enhancing access to education, healthcare, and employment for all. No project of...
Yes, I just like I said that, Michelle, we need train station at Sangster International. We need train station. Shanice a black, hide leading by accident. I think. However, we need a train station at Norman Manley, one at Sangster, one at Ian Fleming, and one at the new Westmoreland airport that will be coming soon. So we need train coming from St. Elizabeth into Westmoreland, train from St. Elizabeth into Montego Bay. You know, obviously they'll have stops along the way. Yeah, we are below infrastructure with people at the PNP. They're not glad to see it because power is threatened that way. And Jonas will keep power because he's doing the work of the people. And Jamaica is starting to wake up to see that the PNP was sitting there. If Andrew Holness can do something in 9 years, what was the PNP doing in 19? And they had an easier time than now. See? They had an easier time than now. They had a peaceful world, no pandemic. They never had no real crisis. The banking system never crashed in the 90s. See? And when Bruce Golding come, the banking system crashed. Right after we win the election, the banking system crashed. And PNP run up with debt and they don't fix nothing in our country. Not even a hospital they don't build to ease up the cry pressure. By the way, my people, all of the ladies them that is still about between 35 and 45, you have to come out of retirement and see if you can joke in at least one more baby. Because the country birth rate a decline. Me and Shanice already attack. Shanice say she will give me 5 more baby. So I'm going to end up with 10 baby now. Right? So me I contribute to my society and to my country and my culture. You don't need to do the same. If me and Shanice will give 5, you don't need to match with. See? So you don't need to give 5 too. See? I would need them. These are our future taxpayers that will grow the pie for we. So when we got in a retirement, we'll have persons working to pay our pension. This is how it works, my people. See? So no need to do no part and not only just just sit there and not get pregnant. You just a grind on a place for no reason at all. God never make them part the part on for no just a grind on a place. He make it so you can reproduce. So no need to do no part so society can continue to grow. Else we're gonna hit a problem. See? So big up for yourself, we continue to listen.
No project of this magnitude comes without immense risks. The revival of Jamaica's railway is a high-stakes gamble, and its success is far from guaranteed. Jamaicans have heard promises before, most notably the short-lived revival in 2011 that was shuttered just over a year later, leaving a trail of skepticism. The financial stakes are huge. With a price tag that could climb into the hundreds of millions, this is a major capital investment.
Me have 2 so far. Me have 2 biological and Chinese have 2, so me have 4 now. See? So we have to add 6. I probably have 2 out there way. I may not get to, you know. But you know the thing. A joke.
Securing and managing this level of funding requires flawless execution. The JRC itself has faced financial.
Who's the cost of living? And I say my government a fix up the country. My government a fix up the country, cost of living soon be a thing I pass. So no go and go take up back a home them. We need them for grow with birth rate. What I'm doing now?
Financial challenges, with reports of operational losses on the pilot student train service, highlighting the critical need for freight services to become profitable quickly. Then there are the political realities. A mega project with a long timeline will inevitably span multiple election cycles. Maintaining the political will and continuity to see the project through is essential. Experts have warned against a piecemeal approach, stressing the need for a comprehensive master plan. There are also immense challenges on the ground. Over the past 30 years, a significant portion of the old railway lines has been encroached upon by informal settlements.
I always still have birthing age, like lifestyle politics, and I talk about one and all. Go lock them up, because we don't want to contribute to the growth of the country. So we are going to lock them up, sir. We don't behave right. See?
Addressing the issue of the thousands of squatters living on JRC-owned land requires a sensitive and legally sound approach to relocation, a complex issue that has been a stumbling block in the past. Finally, the project must also contend with Jamaica's existing road transport industry, which has long been the backbone of public mobility. For decades, bus and taxi operators have not only provided essential services, but also created livelihoods for thousands of families. Many of these operators may view the revival of the railway as direct competition that threatens their income and independence. This makes integration essential. Rather than pushing them aside, policymakers must find ways to bring them into the ecosystem through partnerships, feeder services, or opportunities to operate within the railway system. If done correctly, this could transform a potential source of tension into a powerful alliance, ensuring that both road and rail work hand in hand to serve the Jamaican people more efficiently. This balancing act is the tightrope Jamaica now walks. The vision of a modern railway is undeniably bold, and the potential rewards are enormous. A well-functioning nationwide system could reduce the country's crippling traffic congestion, stimulate regional trade, and ease pressure on overburdened road networks. Yet the path to achieving this goal is filled with challenges, ranging from securing sustainable financing to overcoming political hurdles and managing public expectations. Every major infrastructure project faces obstacles, but in Jamaica's case, the stakes feel especially high. The gamble is not just about trains. It is about whether the nation can reimagine its future. The story.
So me and Shanice done a plan say we're gonna get all I know. We're the pan Godmother and Godfather tiger. So in our case we know if we raise the 5 picky the anyway. See? And why style politics is still a 1 year left. If you are just 44, you have 1 year left, you can juke so one next look one. See? What I'm doing now. And what do you see one African woman, 56-year-old, chiplet she get. She still a go on. What I'm doing now. Eh?
The story of Jamaica's railway revival is, at its core, the story of a nation daring to dream beyond its limits. It is a bold declaration that today's obstacles, whether traffic bottlenecks in Kingston, rural communities cut off from opportunity, or the widening economic gap between regions, do not have to define tomorrow. This initiative is more than nostalgia for a once thriving railway system. It is a high-stakes investment in creating a connected, prosperous, and sustainable Jamaica that can stand proudly on the global stage. By strategically building a modern transit ecosystem upon the foundations of its pioneering past, Jamaica is creating an engine for national growth. The rumble of trains returning to the tracks would symbolize more than the movement of passengers and goods. It would symbolize progress. It would mean farmers in rural parishes gaining fairer access to markets, students and workers reclaiming hours once lost to gridlock, new industries finding room to grow, and communities across the island reknitting their ties. The road ahead remains long and uncertain. Financing must be secured, stakeholders convinced, and infrastructure carefully delivered. Yet the blueprint exists, and the first steps have already been taken. This isn't only about steel rails and locomotives. It is about laying the foundation for a more resilient, inclusive, and dynamic Jamaica in the 21st century. The world is watching closely, not merely because of the scale of the engineering, but because of the scale of ambition. Jamaica's railway rebirth could become a model for small nations with big dreams. So what do you think of this monumental project? Is it the key to unlocking Jamaica's future potential?
So when I think about this monumental project, my people, and it has already started, so I like them I talk about it, and it now happen, like in the PNP time. They're already fitting new tracks. The train is back up and running. Those are old trains, so they're going to buy new ones. Billions of dollars is going to be spent to get new ones, my people. And I certainly look forward to bringing these things to you. I couldn't hear what's going on in the country because the big media they not carry it. And when the people then post it on JIS, 5 and 10 people watch it. So it is not getting out there, right? Also, guys, if you don't follow me on Facebook and you use Facebook, go over there and follow me. It is a real battleground over there. Every day PNP they attack me. Me need little help. You need to go help me war over there. See? But me and them toe to toe every day. Me and them beef over there. See? So if you don't follow me on Facebook, please follow me at DUJON'S World and on Facebook as well. I am also DUJON'S World on TikTok, DUJON World on IG as well. So DUJON World on all platform people. So you can go and follow me. See? Now, in the 90s, the PNP made a decision, that they would not pump any more money into trains and train lines. Now, in all honesty, it was not profit making during that time. However, it was not profit making because government itself was not taking the right decisions, my people. See, today we have a government that is doing what is right for the people. Also, not everything, and we must understand this, not everything that government operates will be of profit making. Not everything that government operates will make profit. That is just how it goes. Some things is just necessary that the government operates it, but it might not make any profit. Take for example, the JUTC, since the PNP said they changed the name from JOS and turn it into JUTC, and they begged some buses and got them, and they started that program. Right? Today we can turn up talpa with 2 feet and buy a brand new one where we first go poop in them. The first poop you smell in a man JUTC bus is a Jamaican poop. See? You know, get no molly frownsy piss up, vomit up, shit up seat. We come from somewhere in Sweden or somewhere. These buses that are being replaced and bought now by our government, we Jamaican first I got ease body in them. Plastic we are tear off I seat. See? So for years, JUTC was a profit loss or profit losing company. See? And today, under this government, they have managed to break even. Meaning, they are not losing and they are looking to gain now for the first time. See? Under this government. Because why? We have proper managers, people with business knowledge and business skill, not no cronyism thing. When PNP is in power, PNP put you in another position there, not because of merit, not because you have the qualification, not because you have the skills, just because they want somebody where them can control in that position. That is it. Under this government, if you look at Nigel Clark, numbers man. If you look at Favour Williams, successful business owner, numbers woman. See? Arbin Hill, same thing. See? Adley Shaw, same thing. We put people in positions of power that knows their portfolio and knows what they are doing. See? And you look at the Water Commission. For about 35 years, Water Commission never make $1. Not even $1 Jamaican dollar worth of profit in 35 years. This government have now turned around Water Commission, and Water Commission is now a profit-making company in Jamaica. Can you believe it? Also, the Bank of Jamaica had no regulations on it. This is why the PNP could be able to print money in the 90s, and it caused inflation. Inflation that would just get out of our economy, that grew on the inflation that was already there. Today, Jamaica have a 65-year low inflation. 65 years. In 65 years, today in Jamaica, we are seeing the lowest inflation. See? So when people that say back in the day, things used to cheaper, the people that lived back in the day never see it as cheaper. It was expensive for them. People who live off of them saw it as expensive. Us that is living now, we saw it as expensive. So it was always expensive. If inflation was so high for over 65 years. See? What are we plastic body go down a Water Commission office to demand what project them have going on in them road and give speech? Well, she's within her right. She within her right. She's now a member of parliament, and if she wants to get answers, she's within her right. But she must not demonize or try to chastise those persons, because Labour right is in government. We are certain of power for the next 4 years. And if she ostracize those persons and then refuse to give grace and to work with her, which they should not, but you know how humanity stay. If I believe that somebody is hostile to me I might not want to move to their beg and call. See? So, must be careful of ostracizing persons and behaving like a petulant bully. You know, there's a thing with them called pretty face and bad character. You know, she might be going up that alley. I do not want to misjudge her as I don't know her personally. But, you know, the way how she behaves is kind of condescending. She behave as if she's entitled to something. But these young kids nowadays, you know, this is their behavior. They behave as if they put down something and you must take up and give them. See? So everybody is entitled. Nobody want to do the work and do the groundwork. Right? No, who is doing the work of the people? Them, and God bless them, and God bless Jamaica. See? We do not want, and I repeat, I do not want the peon them back until Jamaica is at a level where they cannot destroy it, where the system is so robust, where they cannot destroy it. This is what we want. See? So we must keep them away from power as long as we can, so all our system then can set in and embedded. So anytime they go there if you mess with it, we find out say a corruption them a try to use. Big up in Michelle. Have a great day and safe travels span the gravels. See? So when they go there try to mess with things, we catch them and say, look, so much try to tamper with something that we already set it away there. That is the way it must be set. That is the way it should stay. And that is what works. See? This is what we want in our country. We're tired of the one bag of rigma rolling, and every time PNP coming up power, PNP try to remove everything we labor right do because they want to do their own. No, Andrew Holness did not do that. Whatever PNP left undone, Andrew Holness add to what he have to do. So he's getting that done. He's getting things that is being done today, you know. It's from Norman Manley and Buster Manti time, you know. Even these highways, even Highway 2000, when I say PJ say, I'm bill, that was meant to be done from 1968. See? So it is this government that continue to move the country. I best one we see yet. Normally when one left something, the next one not do it, they left it. See? Andrew Holness is not doing that. He's moving Jamaica on one accord. Whatever Norman and Buster did, take for example the irrigation in St. Elizabeth. Those irrigation works that was done in St. Elizabeth. You know how long that for do? From Norman Manley was the premier of Jamaica. That was to do. Those irrigation system was to go in from that time. And Andrew Holness come do it now. How much year now since Norman Manley dead? How much year Norman Manley did a premier before he retire? Because he not dead in the office, he retire and then dead. How much year ago now? So we are telling about many years. They not do nothing. And now Andrew Holness come and do it. Them bad mind. And they sat there for 9 years. When the PNP, let me tell you something when I notice at England. You see at England, when one of the party then realize that they run out of steam, they not tell we, you know, but we know so they do this. Then take them time and give way to the next one. You know why? Because they know say they need fresh ideas and fresh thinkers to continue to grow the country. See? So for all of the years of PNP did if you look in 97, and in 97 when Omar Davis borrowed $1 billion for fight election. See? So much so we have to bring in laws now so the government can't do that. All like corruption when you see in Jamaica, PNP casino start from the 90s, you know. It's from the 70s, you know. And it got heavily embedded in the 90s, you know. It's when Buster Manti and Hugh Shearer and Sangster and them man they run the country. When them man they run the country, law and order run the country. And integrity. I not tell you say police never used to lock up man and frame man wrongfully and then they used to happen. But for the most part, it was righteousness that grew our country. See? You could have carried your neighbor go to court and get justice. You could have get justice in Jamaica during the 60s. See? in the 70s when it come, it thing get hardened and it get tribal. Before Michael Manley came, Jamaicans were proud people. Jamaicans would even go out their neighbor go beg liquor salt. That is how we were as a people. And Michael Manley come with the begging. And him come with the begging. Jamaican people were proud people. If your pan scratches tear out, you go soapy. You go cut out the next one and patch out it. You know, beg nobody for nothing. Children used to carry their school book in a black plastic bag so they don't have to beg or borrow nothing. That is how proud we were as a nation. And we were progressing. We were making great strides until Category 7 Hurricane Manley came and completely wipe out all our growth that we built up from 1962 come right up. So we don't tell we like we don't know about our history. PNP is sympathetic to this kind of to Michael Manley's kind of argument because they like to beg. And they like to lang out their hand and stretch out their hand and get. And all who can just lang out their hand and stretch out their hand, then bend over back way. I can't do that. So I have to work, you know. I have to work. The mindset that we have today started in the 70s and it got embedded. And the Jamaican people like that. So much so that when Edward Sierra came, just like how Jones come now, and they must say, yo, we're going to restart the economy, everybody have to go work. But because all of the years, them when people then sit down on a Manley, then get complacent, then get feel like for just sit down. So when Edward Sierra come and them and say, yo, come man, we have to get up and go work. See work, you see free zone, yeah. See this, you see that there. The people them bex and say, I'm wicked. Can you take away free money, parish council money, where them take out their parish council and give people, them and turn the people workless. That is why Edward Siaga said we are going to discontinue parish council. That was the reason for it. PNP take out the money out of parish council and pay people them $500 if you don't work. So if you don't know no history, you don't know enough Jamaican don't know say them are something that used to happen. Michael Manley bringing them kind of politics there in Jamaica because it was being practiced in Cuba. So him bring it come to Jamaica. Look for the Cuban people there. Cuban people, them bright, you know. And they have a progressive mindset, you know. And they hard working, you know. But because of their leaders and their ideology, the Cuban people never, for 80 years, they not reach their potential. They not get to see how far they could have gone. When me fly over Cuba, I come to Jamaica. A bush me I see. The amount of space where they are Cuba when I develop. Bush. So Michael Manley brought in that mindset. So this is why Edward Siaga did that say night time. Say, yo, listen, we're going to lock down the parish council. Because PNP, them did that take out money out of it, pay people them if it don't work. Because if they work and the economy grow, Edward Siaga will benefit from it politically. So that time mindset and the people then get comfortable with getting the money, free money. So me can see my granny could have sit down and collect in $500. Them the time $500 can do lucrative things. See? And that continue into Westmoreland straight up till now. PNP still are going to West. You see me play one video on stream here with one youth named Darren. Me know him. But then give one check for $3,000. They still practice that up till this day. That is a part of the PNP's DNA. They are the one who brought that into Jamaica. Enough time when we talk, then say, this a boy and can't chat. I can't chat because I know my history. And if me and you debate, what I paid for bread in England 10 years ago is not what I pay for bread today in England. Conrad. And this is the logical reason. I not understand why you not done so. You expect the price of bread to stay from 10 years ago till today. Conrad, if you own a car 10 years ago, you expect to pay the same price for the car, for your new car today, 10 years later. Conrad, if you buy a pair of clocks 10 years ago, you expect to pay for the same price for the clocks 10 years later. Conrad, if you go down a back road, buy little pokey 10 years ago, do you not expect the ladies of the night to put up them price 10 years later, Conrad? What kind of logic that you no reason with PNP? That's why I have to tell you so no dunce, brother. A bottle of water 10 years ago we probably pay $40, $30. How much we have pay for it now? $100, $150, $130. Things move along, my boss. Make him turn in and say nothing else. Make him go on. Make him time in say nothing where rude black. See? Big up in a hope. We can't continue to employ them kind of logic, them people. No crazy. No crazy. I'm glad to see my country I develop. You know, me at 35 years old. And I give 20 years of my life to England. And I work. And I don't see where it's possible. I don't see where in England it's possible for me to buy a home and pay off a mortgage in my lifetime. I don't see it. I'm in an okay job. So what to people them when in an okay job? Eh? Me I look towards my yard. I straighten up myself to go to my yard. Because my country I develop and Prime Minister build up my country so I can come to my yard. Go am to no. A Billy man them a build up a place, you know. You don't want to see that. Them people are crazy, brother. You know why wicked this thing? People like Ripe Mango and Tina Times, Hugh Richard and Sidney Blake and the whole of them. When you see and Mama Son and the whole of them. See? 90% of them not live in Jamaica. They run away in a PNP times a life hard. They run away. And them today see country are develop and attack down the country and attack against a country. In Jamaica where things not so good, I don't think $100 gone on bread. I was not talking against you. Okay, big up yourself, Conrad. I think you did attack against me. See? I might have misread you. My apologies. I stand corrected. See, in a good thing, so we name Black Conrad. You see, Shanice? I'm telling you, Shanice, I brought me out in a paper. Hey, God. Yeah, but in reality, Conrad, you know, we can't expect, say, things not for raise. Things are going to raise. You know, and you don't have nothing to do with Jamaica. For example, wheat, which primarily grow in Eastern Europe. Because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, you know, we had shortage in wheat production. See? So that would have caused some prices to go up. Also because of the war, Russia is a big producer of gas, both natural and liquefied gas, petroleum, diesel. So because of the war, you know, the market can't get the flow or the regular flow. So all of them things that cost prices to go up. Jamaica don't have no control over that. You know, Jamaica have control over now. Now that we are get the bad oil from Trinidad and we are clean up the oil, we can now send some of the oil there. We can buy some of the oil for cheap in a fuel market. Turn it in a petrol and put in a fuel vehicle. That will bring down the cost. The cement factory, where we just open back. Because we don't have to pay for import charges now and VAT and all of that. We will get cement a little cheaper now. Travel in Jamaica is heavily subsidized. It is the government that set the price for travel. Just imagine, it's a taxi man, you're going on a taxi and a taxi man tell you how much he might charge you for your journey. Just imagine that. Imagine. Today you can take the JUTC for probably about $100 or $150. See? And when the train come, it will be the same thing. The school bus for the picking of them, that is subsidized as well. All of these things help. A mother or a father will used to find an extra $1,200 a day for travel for them picking it. Now only have to find $100 for that day. That is a drastic amount of savings. If that child is taking the yellow school bus, the magic school bus. See somebody say they pay 30, that's even cheaper than what I say. Eh? Family tab say pay $30. Shanice, Tam a dark night, you know. Yeah, I think I might have hidden Tam by accident. So unhid him. And hide him. See? A dark night Tambi. Yeah, sometimes I scroll it, me hand accidentally catch you as well too. All the things the government do for help. See, Prime Minister still a give away house there. House a give away for free. You know see house a give away in a Gillette Wellness constituency the other day. Yesterday, with the pretty cabinet them. Time will come when things are go so good, our government can just build them. Just build one scheme. And say, who know where they are for, you know, come. See house you know come on the yard. Prime Minister don't tell you already say aki the pan tree. All you know if you do a buy saltfish and flour. If you don't have no salt, you can boil it dumpling in a salt water. See it? We can't suffer in our country, breadfruit down there, ackee down there, cane down there. We river they have fish in it. We see they have fish in it. Plum, guinea, star apple, naseberry, sweet sap, sour sap, orange, grapefruit, jackfruit, yam, dasheen, cocoa, chow, everything down there. Gungo. I love gungo, you know. Yes, the government is also, if your child is on part, the government pay for your child CXC them. Paid for, you know, charge and you know, cost all of a 20 million subject. You pick me do the government pay for it. The government just announced as well a special kind of insurance for pensioners. So if you used to work and you're now on pension, government pension, there's a separate insurance policy that you can get onto. No, for free, government cover you up for whole heap of things. And then there's basic cover for persons who never work for the government. Though they are covered as well, and a separate thing. A child born in Jamaica, a ward of the state, or on part after 2022, now automatically gets a government trust fund where the government pay in for that child. And upon that child 18th birthday, That child will receive between $800,000 to $1 million to start their life. That policy is so good where Donald Trump has stolen it. Whatever say PNP I do, then sitting there where they say they love poor people. PNP say they love one the poor and them have for the poor people. They love the poor. Give people them money for spend. When I give people them money for spend, no road can't fix, no hospital can't build, no clinic can't build, nothing. I'm telling you on a daily basis this. Me know no most tired to hear me say this. Me know no most tired to hear me say this. Jamaica is on the up. And we are proper leaders. You know, I believe I have leadership qualities as well. And I'll be coming home shortly to join the mission of securing Jamaica. See, we need to continue to get fresh minds and people with fresh ideas, you know, and contribute to your society. Also, the government has a program on the MOF, Ministry of Finance, where they are looking for persons who want to contribute by way of consultancy. So if I can consult the government, they are looking for persons like that. Somebody had mentioned this to me the other day, saying that they have skills in child abuse, you know, working with parents and kids who go through child abuse. The government is actively looking for persons to do consultations. If you have a big degree, them me never end up finish university, my people. So me did end up on job out because, you know, when me I get in my second year, find out my girlfriend pregnant, she never have no papers in our country. So the responsibility fall upon me. Me did have to stop, go to college, go to university. I finished college, go to university, and I had to go and get a job. And I just never go back my people. See? So should have gone back because I still have a student loan them to pay back. So should have gone back. But nonetheless, I am where I am. I am not upset. You know. I am more of a practical person anyway. See? But I do possess management skills just because of how I was raised by a king man, you know. And I, as a king myself, you know, have a lot of qualities, my people. But, you know, one of these days, who knows, right? But I want to come home and contribute, especially locally. See, me not run down a big job and run down parliament and everything there. I want to come locally and see what difference I can make locally because there's a lot of work to do. You know. Yeah, man. I am thinking about doing something in politics. Probably entry into politics or something. But may I see if me can do it online first. May I look into it, man. See? And if you're in some foreign land, you have a degree, whether in a law or anything, you can go home and contribute to our society. We need people them to come back home. All I brain them a drain and get up we gone. We need them back to come in, come contribute and fix as well in Jamaica customer service. Not too long ago, I went into Juicy Party in Savlamar. And I went up to the counter and I said, Miss, because I don't speak Spokane when I come to Jamaica. Only time you hear my British accent, unless me a speed and police stop me. See? So I don't speak Spokane. When I go in, I talk standard English. So I went in and I said, Miss, can I have 2 cheese patty and a cocoa bread and a fruit punch? And he looked for me and he said, eh? What you say? So, you know, should understand, you know, the standardization of English, you know. Yes, I was studying at the London School of Business and Finance, Joy, and I did not complete, you know. But my father did tell me, you know, my father tell me multiple occasions, skip, get a skill, you better you get a skill, better you get a skill. But so my father did work for the government and him did have him business. And me did that thing say, maybe one day the business they go fall to me and me go turn it into something like KFC. And that made that thing, you know. And it never end up that way. So me never end up finish my business thing and me never end up, you know, get nothing. That's so either. See? So but all hope is not lost, my people. We're building this. This might be something like what Cliff Hughes have one day. Who knows? See? So, yeah, man, may I think about something in politics. Just to have that. Though, me also don't have maths. Me need to get maths, my people. See? So, me don't have maths. Me need to get that. You know? So, may I think about two look online, but me have whole heap of things that go on right now. Me can't deal with that right now. You know? Me just go up on me just type in a Google and me say couple things come up. Sean Kidd. You know, but me never really look into it in great depths yet because me not have the time for. Yeah, yes, Jacqueline, customer service is lacking down there. Very much so. You know, so if you get some consultant company down there going, we can go in. You know, Sean Kidd, me have a business venture for me and you, but my boss, me probably have to go link up on it. See? And you know, maybe we can jump back in the market that way down there. No, you must have a couple things going on. You know. So my people, I have done an hour and a half. I need to cook my food. I wash. I need to clean up my place. Cause you know we are PNP. We are not PNP, sorry. We not like dirty place. See, we are labor, right? So I have to go and sort out myself, you know. So I'll soon 6 p.m. this evening. We don't know what we are talking about yet, but we will find something to talk about nonetheless. So big up on yourself. Much love, much respect, and I'll sooner or later shower labor rights.